Yo, what is up, everybody? Thank you for joining in. Tim is in the house. Soko Cat is in the house in the waiting room. During the countdown, could you guys hear any music in there? That normal little tune it plays? I did not hear that. That was throwing me off. But anyways, here we are. Super Terrible. What's up? Super Terrible, man. I do not hate you. Thank you for keeping me on the ball. I was just slacking this week. That's all it was. Late on the number dish out. However, I did notice that once I respond to everybody at one time, at least on my end, it comes up where you have all the responses in a row. And so all of your guys' comments are not there. It's just the list of replies. And so it gives you a nice little list of the numbers. So might be doing that again. Music was there. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, that was weird. I was just not playing on my end. Whoo! Wow, look at everybody that's here. This is exciting. Super Terrible Toys, Acid 9, Domo Arigato. What is up, my dude? All the way from Finland. Bootleg Toy Co. Dirty Yeti Bliss Receptor from across the pond. Jazz Wizzy. Adam. Sir Collect-A-Lot, my dude. What's going on? Dylan Clement. Pikmin's Vinyls. Yes. Cool Cat Toy. Yes. Whew. It's going to be a great show. Let's get these banners going, huh? Late on the banners tonight. Spacesquatch of the Retroverse. If you guys saw these pieces dropped recently, holy smokes, what a great freaking show. ETC is in the house. We're going to be going over these here before too long. Soko Cat, Rick Stro, and Hobo Toys all making appearances tonight. We're going to talk about their pieces and what they got going on in the upcoming weeks and months and years. We're going to give away 2 gift cards to Earth to Kentucky. Earth to Kentucky. Rec Shop Resin, what's up, dude? Earth to Kentucky is back at it. The online portion never actually went away, but the in-person part went away just momentarily. They will be back. I believe August 9th is the official reopening of Earth to Kentucky. We're going to give away a couple gift cards tonight so you guys can get some shopping done over at Earth to Kentucky and support them. If you happen to be in the northern Kentucky, lower Ohio area, you are very close to Earth to Kentucky. If you're within driving distance, even if it's, hour or two away, I would highly suggest going to check that out. You'll find pieces from lots of people that are in the chat here, lots of guests that have been on the show, and they're just all around good people. So support them if you can. Again, Earth to Kentucky, you can find them on Instagram at Earth to Kentucky or E2K as we refer to them commonly. Like I said, this show, the Spacesquatch of the Retroverse, this is the second show that I know of with the Spacesquatch. And man, if you guys saw the pieces already, they are freaking insane. Retroverse, the theme for this one, which makes it, the landscape's just wide open, and there was just some awesome references, just pure nostalgia. And then getting some of these pieces to line up with that. I mean, people did an amazing job. Everybody who turned in something is just freaking phenomenal. So Rick Stro, there he is. Let's see. Let's bring in Tim, and we'll go ahead and get started. What we're going to do is Tim's going to come in. We're going to spend a couple minutes on each piece from not a whole lot of artists in this one. I'd say less than 30. So I think we should be able to get through this in an hour and 59 minutes is what I'm calling it this week. We'll be able to go through each one of these. And then also, like I said, we'll talk with Rick Stro, Soko Cat, and Hobo Toys about their pieces. Lynn's the Rat Boy. Man, we are worldwide tonight. We got people from all over the globe. That is pretty cool. Everybody tuning in for this show. Let's bring in Tim. You ready, my man? What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
let me turn my volume up, man. I have no volume at the moment for some reason. You there?
Yeah.
There we
Can you
go,
hear me
man. Yep, I can hear you. You know what, dude? I think I had you on mute. I don't think I've ever done that to anybody before. My
now?
bad.
Oh, I'm
What is
special.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, dude? Let's talk about this show. You have to be extremely proud of what people produce, man. I know you are every time, but this one in particular, dude, every time I saw a drop, I'm like, wow, wow. I mean, there's just great pieces all around. What you think?
Yeah, all the artists this go around really went above and beyond.
Hmm.
I mean, last show there really wasn't a lot of direction. It was just basically anything from any universe kind of. But this one was more centered around 70s and 80s cartoons and toys. So
Yeah,
everybody had to pick a character to do, and we all kind of talked about it. So no one ended up doing the same characters. But yeah, they all went all out. Like some like I mean, like even myself, I did a few simple ones, just some paint jobs. Um, but some people did like some of them just sculpted all kinds of craziness. But
yeah,
yeah, it'd be easier to talk about them if we're looking at them. But
yeah. Straight up, man.
yeah,
Well,
I'm extremely proud of everybody. Like this show was off the chain.
it was off the chain, dude. There's some pieces that we'll take a look at. They just totally transformed it. Like you can tell that it is a Spacesquatch, but I mean everybody's stuff is just it's just phenomenal, man. Like you said, dude, I think it really struck a nerve with the nostalgia. I mean, 80s, 90s stuff in there, dude. I think that's something that I think everybody in here can probably relate to in one way or another. Um, but I'm going to share my screen, dude. Why don't we jump right into it and we'll just start going through these bad boys. Let's see here. Share my screen. There we go. And I finally figured out how to share my screen and actually see the chat at the same time. So we should not have a problem with that craziness tonight. Worst villain ever. What's up, Suki? What's up? Spacesquatch of the Retroverse. So just real quick, man, how did you land on this? When I saw it, I was extremely drawn to it because of the Back to the Future theme type poster. I'm a big fan of that movie, or that franchise, I should say in general. What led you to just kind of do something as wide as retro?
So moving back to the first show, it was the multiverse, and a couple people did some Masters of the Universe and some other characters that kind of sparked interest and nostalgia. And I was like, wow, next show, I want all the pieces to be nostalgia, all of them to like we all just traveled back in time basically and saw all of our old toys and cartoons and stuff. And so yeah, that's the theme we were going with, and I was trying to figure out how to work the retro in there. So I figured retroverse, multiverse, retroverse, it kind of fits together since they're both Spacesquatch. And Barely Human did the logo for us. It was his idea to do the Back to the Future, even though Back to the Future wasn't a toy or cartoon back then. It's still, it's like we're traveling back in time with this show. So
yeah, and you know what, dude? That's such a good crossover right there. I didn't even think of that. There was no toys for Back to the Future. I think it's just the nostalgia and kind of going back.
Yeah.
But you're right, dude. There were so many different things going on in this show. The other thing that I really like that you said just now was you guys talked about it and you said, hey, who's doing what? So you're not doubling up on figures and characters and whatnot, which I think is very smart, dude. I mean, we've seen shows like that before where the show's really great, but it's just kind of the same, 3-4 figures over and over and over again. I think that's very smart. We're going to start going through these, man. I think I have yours kind of sprinkled through here since you did multiple ones, but this first one, I mean, shit, right off the bat, dude, I'm a huge He-Man fan. You nailed the Faker look, dude. God, tell me about this one.
Well, funny story, like that was the day of the show. I had already done one, And I was like, you know what? I've got a couple more Spacesquatch. Let me go ahead and paint another one, because a couple people actually weren't able to be part of the show due to issues or whatever. But so I decided to do another one, and I painted it, and I was almost done. All I had to do was a few little colors on the little chest plate, and I spilled white paint all over it. And
no,
dude, it took everything in me to like not lose my shit. And I mean, I actually I cried over that like a little baby. But I dried my tears up, and I grabbed another one. Luckily, I had an extra one, and I started over and repainted him. But yeah, that was a last minute idea, just to put an extra entry into the show because a couple people backed out. But I was really pleased with how he turned out.
Yeah, dope, man. And one thing that I think is super cool is, it's the same figure, man. But I think what these shows do is when you have that same figure, not only do people get really creative with kind of modifying the figure itself, but just the paint. And I mean, if you're a He-Man fan, you can look at that, exactly what that is.
Oh yeah,
that's a great job, dude. I love that one. Now, are yours for sale? Have they sold already? Are you selling them?
mine is sold. There's a few other artists that had theirs that are still for sale, but mine is sold.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I like that style you were just talking about, just like that simple paint job that it makes everybody knows who that is, even though it's still the Spacesquatch. It's just got a simple paint job. Barely Human does that a lot. He'll just put a paint job of like a Mickey Mouse or Ronald McDonald on something.
Yeah.
And just turn it into that without having to do any sculpting or anything, and just basically give it the same colors.
Straight up, man. And you know what, dude? I always reference Healy made, but that's one of the first things that turned me on to him with his Raider line. Is like the first 11 or 12 are exactly that, dude. It's the Raider 3.75 figure. It's the exact same figure, but every one of them has a definable paint job on it where exactly what character it is. And it was kind of around the same thing, but that it's brilliant, dude. I think as far as just kind of that connection with something as simple as a paint job. Super, super cool. God damn, look at this one, dude. Space Ghost from Bootleg Toy Co. Bootleg Toy Co, dude, this guy's talent, bro, like, I don't know where it ends. This is freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. He made the cape and the cuffs and the belt and everything from scratch, and it looks just like fucking Space Ghost.
Dude, I was just going to say that. Just like fucking Space Ghost, right?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like, he said he wanted to do Space Ghost, and I'm sitting there trying to picture it in my head. I'm like, all right, that'll be cool. And then he comes at us with this, and I'm like, wow, dude, look at that.
Yeah, straight up, dude. It's like, this little video is brilliant, too, dude. This little stop motion thing. But, God, he nailed that, man. I mean, I think everybody did. But, dude, the all-white, man, there's something I like about just the all-white. And I think that's what I really like about the Space Ghost figure in general is, like, look how clean the colors, like, separate. You know what I mean? Red, white, yellow, black. Nice.
Yeah. Luckily, he had. I think that one glows in the dark, too. I'm not sure. I don't know if he painted that or not. I don't think it's painted. I think that was a glow-in-the-dark one that he got for me a while back from the very first run.
Oh,
but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, so I don't know.
That would be sick, dude. A picture of that all glowed up. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's dope, though. Bootleg Toy Co. Filthy good, man. If you guys aren't following Bootleg Toy Co., some of the best 3D printing with himself and Lynn's the Rat Boy.
Yeah, they just did a Nugget, that Nugget 8 or whatever. That thing is insane. They need to do that in vinyl. That thing is badass.
Bro, I saw that. And not only that, dude, there's a run of them. You know what I mean? I saw this picture. I was like, Jesus Christ, these guys didn't do one. They went all out, dude. That was great, dude.
Well, I'd say if I went to all that trouble to make all those molds and put that thing together, I'm not just making one. I'm gonna do a run of those things.
Yeah, straight up, dude. It's dude, they are such a fun team, but individually they are super cool too. And everything you do, man, is just fucking banging. Bootleg Toy Co. on that one. Great job, man.
Donner don't care.
So good, dude. I mean, you talk about transforming something. Golly, man, that is great.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the best with the fur.
You got that right, man. My Pet Squatch, custom 1-of-1, available for $250, and it doesn't look like it's sold yet, so that is still available if anybody's interested in that.
Yeah, it's still available.
Nice.
You have to message her to get it. I don't think she has a shop.
Got it. Okay. But another one, man, where it's not only the paint job, but it's just the whole, the look, the fur. You're right, dude. One of the absolute best with the fur for sure.
He added the cuffs on there too.
Yeah.
The broken handcuffs or
God, man. Donner don't care. Her paint jobs. I have a few custom painted pieces, and those are phenomenal as well. But this one is, I mean, shit. My Pet Monster, dude. I thought that was the coolest thing. Even when Super 7 came out with theirs within the last few years, man, I thought those were cool.
yeah.
But I mean, what a piece of. I mean, My Pet Monster. That's got to be like what, dude? Probably, I'd say mid to late '80s. You think, right?
Oh yeah, mid '80s. I had one when I was,
Yeah.
I think, like 6 or 7, and I was born in '78. So yeah, it'd be like mid '80s probably.
Yeah. Same here, man. I think didn't I believe they had a sports one, like a football player one.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Yeah, had a
yeah,
helmet and everything.
yes, exactly, dude. And that's the one that I had. But yeah, same thing, dude. I was born in '79, so it was right about right in there. But great job from Donner Don't Care. That thing is freaking awesome. Oh, dude, I think this one right here, dude,
Yes.
all of them are so great. It is almost impossible to pick a favorite. But when I first saw this one, my first reaction was, holy shit, that's cool.
Yeah, he 3D printed the arm,
Mm.
and then added it to the body. So that whole arm is custom. It's not off of a toy.
Dude, I was wondering because the scale of that thing, I was like, man, where the hell did he get that? But he 3D printed, dude. That is cool. The Trapjaw, the color, the classic colors. You have a great background that he used too. That's probably AI or something, but that's awesome. I wonder, does this one have? No, there's no more pictures on that one, but obviously another He-Man fan there. Damn, that's good, dude. The eyes, the way that they just pop against that black and green.
Yeah, he did a banging job on that one. And that's same with the paint job, like on my Faker. Other than the arm, all you have to do is put the color in the right spots.
Exactly, man. Yep. Oh man, that's a great one. That's Creature Maker Toys on that one. He's got a shop at Etsy. He does a lot of great work, man. I got a lot of work from him, painted pieces, and then other original pieces too that are super sick. Follow Creature Maker Toys. Dirty Yeti, dude. In the giveaway this week, dude, it was, I simply asked, what people thought of some of these pieces, just kind of name one. I think Dirty Yeti may have had the most nods in there, but what a great one. That one's sold already, but God, dude.
Yeah, I bought it.
Oh, shit. Do you have it yet?
Yeah, but it's the mailman wasn't very kind to it, so I had to send it back to him for a little bit of surgery. But yeah,
son of a bitch.
But it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. His work is just phenomenal.
It really is, dude. Tell me about the proton pack and this stuff here, dude. Is this all sculpted stuff that he did?
Yeah, he sculpted everything that's on there all by hand and added the yellow tubing and the little Ghostbuster symbol. I think that's like one of those transfer sticker things, but it's like on there. It's not a sticker. It's like almost like he printed it on there with a machine or something.
Right.
But yeah, everything was hand done. Even the glasses or little wire glasses that he made in the glasses.
Damn, dude! Look how much work into that.
And it's so vibrant too. Like the colors on it, they just they pop like crazy, and it looks like candy. He looks all wet, you know,
Yeah.
but like you just want to eat it.
Dude, that is so damn good. Even the colors that he used.
Yeah. Well, he did it off the cartoon, so it's based off of the cartoon.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Even the ghost meter. Like, look at all the detail in that little on the screen and the buttons and everything.
That's craziness, man. Wow. What a great buy, dude. Holy shit. That's worth every penny. Holy smokes.
I couldn't believe he only sold it for 150. I was like, what? That's mine. I'm buying that.
Wow. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Oh, god damn, that is good. Dirty Yeti. Dirty Yeti has his own pieces, but then he also does a lot of custom paint too. Check out Dirty Yeti on Instagram. He had just done a Violence toy piece, a large one, that big robot, and that thing is badass. That's not yours too, is it?
Hold on.
Dude, I swear to God, I saw that thing again today, and I'm like, man, I should hit him up and see if that's available. God dog it, man. That's funny. There it is. That's the one, dude. That is so damn cool.
Dude, it's badass in person. It's way better in person than in the pictures.
The colors on there, dude, caught my eye right away.
Yeah, he made it look like a furnace. It's so badass.
That is so badass, dude. God,
It's like it's burning from the inside out.
Yes. I can't believe you have that, dude. God damn. All right, so two dope ass things we've seen tonight. Tim actually owns. So god dang, dude, you're gonna have to come on and do a freaking collector's tour at some point, and you just start showing all the dope shit you have, dude. Because I know you have a ton of it.
Yeah, I got quite a bit. We could do that one time.
All right, what a great
Dirty Yeti'd probably take up a half an hour of that.
Yeah, no. That's awesome, dude. I need to get some of his work. I have a couple small pieces, but nothing on that scale. Again, Dirty Yeti on Instagram. Check him out. From the great state of Michigan. Babadrock. I just got a package from Babadrock on a 3.75.
Nice.
Bro, Rainbow Bright is something. I have an older sister, and she was into Rainbow Bright, and I haven't thought about, Rainbow Bright for me, I think even in the toy community, it's something that you just don't see very often. So when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, Rainbow Bright, dude. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Yeah, you don't see too many people doing much with Rainbow Bright these days, but it was everywhere in the 80s.
Yeah.
I remember that. And yeah, he chose the little sprite and he fucking nailed it.
Yeah, straight up, man. God,
it even looks like looks like the white on him. I think he flocked the white, so it's fur almost. Like it's like the original figure or toy.
Wow, dude, he flocked that.
Yeah, dude, is so good. So good. Those eyes.
Damn. That is really good. Dude, flocking, from what I hear, man, I've never tried to use it myself, but I mean, I heard it can turn into a fucking disaster.
I've tried it once and I didn't like it, so I never went back.
This is great. It's got some UV action in there in the paint. God, dude, Babadrock. If you've ever got a package from Babadrock, dude, you know when it's sitting on the porch. He does the boxes up really cool. And I just saw one on my porch yesterday, man. It's awesome. The other thing that I put of his, he made this little you had something to do with this too, correct?
What?
The small guy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I casted him.
Okay.
That's Astro Squatch. He's part of the Spacesquatch family. And he sculpted that, I'm going to say probably about 3 years ago. And it was a collaboration. He sent it to me. I molded it, did a bunch of casts, and we did some drops. And then I think I sent him the mold. So he can make them. Nice.
That's awesome, dude. I actually have one of those. It's and it's got some really, really cool glow on it.
Yeah, Bob is a cool dude, man. He's a great guy to work with too. If you ever want to
Yeah.
work with him.
Yeah, dude, super, super nice guy, man. I think he was on probably, dude, he was on probably one of the first 5 episodes of the show, man. It was one of the very, very, very first guests that we had on.
Nice.
Yeah, this does look like it's flocked here. But yeah, man, Baba Drock, dude, he's got that Bigfoot vibe going, doing all the
Oh yeah,
nature.
he does all. He's like all into cryptids and Bigfoots and.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Out there in Oregon. The next one, Rick Stroh. Let me know when you're ready, guy. I had you down for about 6:30. I'm going to show. We're going to go through one more, and then Rick Stroh, if you're ready, let me know. If you're not ready yet, that's no problem, man. We'll keep on moving. Evil Dave, 1969. Another one where, I mean, dude, look at the face on that, dude. You know exactly what that is. You know.
Great bait. Hell yeah. He had to go out of his comfort zone for this one because he's not used to doing like characters of things. He just draws whatever comes to his mind because he does a lot of that pin work on vinyl. So I think he did phenomenal on this piece. It looks just like Grape Ape.
Just like Grape Ape, man. There's like some sort of what would you call that? Like almost like a metallic quality in the paint. You would know more.
Yeah, I'm sure he was using metallic paints from Vinyl Wonder. If not from Vinyl Wonder, he's using metallic paints from somewhere. And yeah, that shit just pops and reflects. But that's his style. If you look at most of his work, most of his stuff is done in that real reflective metallic looking paint.
Yeah, nice. And you know what's also cool, man? I noticed on almost all these pieces is where, you have just the piece when it's blank and there's no paint on it or anything. There's like no clothes on it, right? But you get detailed with like the bow tie here and the jacket here, and you kind of draw that or paint that on there, and it really gives that effect of wearing clothes. He's got the lighter purple feet here, and then the darker, fur up here. It's just dope, man. With the hat too.
Yeah, I like that he added the hat. That's pretty cool.
That is very cool. What are
and
you
that's
working
another
on?
one of the paint jobs where you put the paint on it and turn it into the piece without having to add anything. Well, except for the hat. But,
yeah, exactly. What are you working on right now? I see you working on something.
Oh, I'm blackwashing my drop for this Saturday on Facebook in the Glow Zone.
Nice. Okay, we will definitely talk about that later. Rick Stroh, if you're ready, man, hit that link that I sent in the chat on Instagram. That'll get you into the waiting room here, and as soon as I see you, we'll bring your piece up there and get busy on that. Again, this was Evil Dave 1969. Let's see. Now up for sale in his Big Cartel or Message.
I believe it's still for sale too.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, it looks like it's possibly still for sale. If you're interested in that, hit up Evil Dave 1969. Bam. False Idol, man. Look at this.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I didn't know how he was going to pull that one off, but he nailed the paint job, kind of like we've been talking about, and then he added the tank.
Yeah,
to give it more of a mask feel, because I think without the tank,
that
real true Mask fans would have recognized it, but people who don't know Mask probably wouldn't have got it. But the tank really adds to it and just like pulled that mask right out,
Yeah, you know what's weird, dude? When I was a kid, for whatever reason, dude, my mom was super strict on what I could have and could not have, and for some reason, Mask was one of the ones she let me have, and I was into them for a minute, but I didn't really like the scale of them. You know what I mean? They're a little bit smaller.
Yeah, they were pretty tiny.
They're like a 3-inch scale, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I love them. I love the little people. The smaller, the better. Like when I got Army Men, I wanted those ones that were like 1/2 inch or less, like super duper tiny ones. So I was all into Mask. I thought it was a brilliant toy line too.
Let me I'm going to Rick Stroh. Hold on 1 second, man. I will send you the link here. It was in the group messaging there, but I have it coming over to you again right now. Bam. There you go. Cool. Yeah, dude. I mean, you talk about going the extra mile and making a freaking vehicle with this thing, dude. Holy smokes. Hondo McLean with Tornado of Mask. Hondo is a history teacher and a master in weapons technology. His skills in history have foiled many venom plans. God, I forgot that was the bad guy's venom. Plans of theft and destruction. This piece is part of this Spacesquatch of the Retroverse show, hosted by ETC, happening now. Soft vinyl with a kit bash vehicle made from upcycled tank toy molds. How about that? Link in bio to purchase. There's nothing on there that says that it is sold yet, so that may still be available.
I believe it is.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and the face paint on that is just like he knit. Look at that. That's crazy. It looks real.
It looks real. And I was going to say, almost everyone that we've seen so far has a different expression on their face. And it's just the paint. Oh, cool. All right. Rick Stroh is in the waiting room. I will wait for him to get set up, and then we will jump over to his work. False Idol Toys was on the show, I would say, within the last few months. Super cool dude, man. That guy does a lot of really cool work.
Yeah, I love his work. He just sent me a whole bunch more of his absorbs to paint. I love painting those things.
Yeah, gotcha. Very cool, man. Hondo McLean. All right. We're not going to look at that one yet. You weren't supposed to see that. But that one was freaking amazing. We're going to go to Rick Stroh's. Bam. All right, my man. Ready when you are. Good to go. All right. Rick Stroh. Let's talk about this one. Holy smokes, dude. Rick Stroh.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, man. How are you?
Whew, man. It's been a busy few days. Like, I mean, you know, some of the behind the scenes shit now, but yeah, no, like I'm gearing up for Collected Con next week, and it's just been like get everything going, moving, and then done in a timely fashion, along with everything else that's on the plate right now. So, yeah, it's cool, man. Like
busy.
Yeah, it's busy. I'm like happy to carve out some time to talk to you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Tim. Absolutely, dude.
Tell me
about this, dude. You talk about a random character, man. That is so damn cool. What led you? I mean, I love Scooby-Doo. I think we all did growing up, dude. What led you to pick this guy?
Okay, so real quick. Oh, what the hell? Like, what's that little aura for? All right. So when I was a kid, like, you know, like, how relatable is this? You only had 3 channels. 4, I guess, PBS, right? You know, you growing up with 4 channels. And like, I was just talking to somebody this past week about that. But anyway,
I remember those days.
So Scooby-Doo, yeah, man, totally something you got to watch. Scooby-Doo was my gateway to Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh,
like that's because I remember them playing that on a Scooby-Doo in the chase scene, right? Like,
yeah,
how cool is that, man?
That is cool.
So like, there's a time where like when I'm painting toys that sometimes I will paint them as like with thinking like, yeah, I'm going with that Scooby-Doo monster vibe, like, or it might be a little rustic, or just have like that rundown carnival look, and those big glowing eyes in a different colored field. And yeah, so like a quick Google search of Scooby-Doo villains, and the spooky space kook was like, yes, I'm going to cut that helmet in half and go with some super simple colors, because that is not the way I like. That is not the way I normally paint and do paintings and stuff. Like
Sure.
I'm very, man. I had a lot more. I had a lot more stuff to it, but this was cool because it's like you have to have, and you got to make it as recognizable as possible. So you have to be like, you have to have that balance of colors versus like how much detail you want to go in.
Sure.
And I've been testing out this line of paints recently, just to see if they're a good fit for me. And I was like, let's try them here. And conveniently, the two blues in there was allowed me to do at least a two-tone for the body.
Yeah.
And the way that the paints are so opaque, I was able to paint the skull face in over that red, and yeah, just make it just pop.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I was, I'm guilty of being getting high on my own supply. Like once, like, man, like, have you ever like done a project and you're just sitting back afterwards and like, yeah, that's cool, and then you realize 40 minutes later you're still looking at that thinking, yeah, that's still cool.
I think it looks better than the original Space Coupe.
Thank you. Like,
yeah, straight up, dude. I was looking at that. I agree, Tim, 100%, dude. I mean, I love how how simple and how rough that kind of looks. But dude,
I mean, like,
this picture right here, what the fuck, dude?
Thank you. It makes me pleases me because my photography game is my weak point, but like, yeah, like the hardest part was cutting that helmet in half because
Yeah.
like,
I always sweat so hard when I cut vinyl.
well, like, I was thinking like maybe just cut the visor out and that'll be okay, and no, it's not going to expose. And I was like, it's not going to expose enough, and it's going to not have that whole aesthetic. That
Yeah.
Space Coupe helmet is super wide, so I was just like, one night, fuck it, and just. And then I shared the picture of the cut in half helmet. I'm like that to the group, and I'm like, that's commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah. No matter what you do now, I'm committed.
Yeah.
Dude, that's one thing that I noticed even in the last show too, when people are modifying the helmet. I have one of those pieces, man, and it is, I mean, it's not like you're cutting those with scissors. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, that's thick, that's rigid stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a heat gun and an X-Acto knife and some sanding, and that's.
Oh, there you go. I gotcha. Yeah,
So like, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Don't
but
make
if
it
you
harder than you have to.
cut too quickly, you could flip with that knife and cut into it the wrong way. That's why I sweat so much when I'm cutting into vinyl, because you gotta heat it up real good and then go real slow.
Yeah.
So I had 3 points on it. I had the two bottom halves, and then I figured the middle. And I was like, let's just, but like a little forward or a little back, and it's gonna look really dumb, really fast. So, like, I was thinking, like, if I cut too much off, then I can use the back half or the front half as the new back.
Yeah.
And like, so like, it was kind of my plan B, but I'm like, I'm glad I didn't have to do that. So
yeah. Besides this piece, man, I got a ticker there rolling at the bottom, dude. If you guys are not familiar with Rick Stroh's page, it is awesome, man. I was looking at some of your other artwork in there, some of your 2D art that looks 3D. Your website, there was a little finagle with that thing earlier that should be up here pretty soon. What else you got going on, man? Besides creating this wild guy, what do you got going on?
All right, so let's see. Like I said, I'm gearing up for Collected Con. Also, before we go, guys, thanks for having me on tonight.
Absolutely, dude.
Like, Tim, thanks for having me in 2 shows. Like, that's like
absolutely. And there's another one coming up.
Heck yeah, I already got my piece. What I do like is that, like, especially for this Spacesquatch, I will answer your other question. Is that we there were no dupes. So that's pretty cool. Like everybody's like, okay, everybody was really respectful of who chose what. In the chat right now, because there's planning for a second one, we're all brainstorming ideas right now. And like Tim knows, I was like, why does this sound cool? And he's like, because it is, brother. And I'm like, yeah, but somebody else could have that idea. But it's like, shoot out as many ideas and who wants them,
Yeah.
that's cool. Except for Bosk. That's mine, Tim. I'm totally going with that. All right.
Okay.
So meanwhile, back to the original question. I've got Collected Con. That is like the next thing in my sights. And then like right after Collected Con, I have a local event to do. I've been doing a lot of local events to sell prints and toys and stuff. And so Collected Con, third time I'm going to say it, is the event right now. I think I'm going to have some prints out there. I'm going to have a ton of stickers to do, and I'm going to have toys. I'm building a new. I almost always do. I'm building a new blacklight display for it, so I can have like sometimes I've come with like multiple blacklight displays to have everything in there. But because I have an artist alley table, I have one display that I'm going to cycle things throughout the day. Or like it's going to be open so people can look at how the prints interact with the blacklight, how my toys do, etc., and just make it like more customer interaction with the display that I have.
Sure.
And let's see, for Collected Con, since you asked, I have a series of my own toys to sell, and I do have a series. I have some custom toys that I am bringing. But every event I have a bigger piece that's kind of like the show, not like the show piece. It's something a little bigger than everything else and be a little eye catching. And this time, like I'll show you right before I'll show you it in its second prime version. I call it that for a reason. So you guys hear of a guy named Frank Kozik?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So I had this Kozik robot. It's been sitting around forever in my closet, and I broke it out a while ago, and I was like, let's paint it to look like a non-metallic. And I started a non-metallic green on there, or a non-metallic metallic green, right? So you're making everybody believe it's the illusion of green metal. And I stopped doing that about 4 days ago, and I decided I was going to put this huge incision in the thing and make it look like it was cut out with the big ass laser. And now it's going to get primed tonight, and we're going to have like the body itself kind of subdued, but this is going to be molten hot. It's going to be almost like as molten hot more than that dude, right? Than the Spacesquatch. So
yeah,
and it'll stand above my display, and I'll be able to do shit like this and be like, there we go, and look through the artwork. So
nice.
that's the big thing for Collected Con. And then also I will have probably 24 of my pieces of my own personal platform. And so I got a couple painted pieces up here. After this, I'm going to my my makerspace so I can go prime 13 more. But so this is what this is my platform called a Pup Pup. It is based off of my one of my dogs, and I wanted the toy to have like that Winnie the Pooh vibe with a chow, and freaking nailed it. We started out with this little, like 6 years ago, we started out with this little poof ball chow, and I was like, I'm going to turn that into a toy one day. And after talking to the 3D hero who did my modeling and getting some feedback from other people, I ended up with this platform and this one. This is the original one. And right when the pandemic was hitting, like people who were trying to figure out how to do online conventions because we weren't doing anything. I met a dude on Wonderfest's online event, and he was a resin caster, and he did my first 25 of these
Oh wow.
they're heavy, man. I could throw it through a windshield.
Yeah.
And so that was my first run, and then I ended up doing a second run about a year ago, just a smaller version, so we can see like
Oh nice. Yeah.
size wise. And I just did a third run with a similar, at the same size, to give it a more to do a statue vibe, because I wanted to have like this abandoned statue that's been tagged up. If ever I had done any street art without permission, I would do it with wallpapering newsprinted prints. And so I'm going to revisit that idea, but on a
Oh nice.
tiny scale with these. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Very cool.
and I'm back in, and I just gained access to a screen printing facility again. So I'm making more screen prints than I have in
Oh
in the
cool.
past 20 years. So
Nice. Very cool.
yeah.
I put some of your links down there at the bottom. There's a
I appreciate
lot of
it.
information on Rick Stroh on your IG account. Also, there is a YouTube channel with some videos on it. Please check that out. That's at Rick Stroh. And then again, the link for the store there, rickstroh.com, should be up and running here again in the next probably by the
It
time we're
is.
off the air tonight. Sweet, man. And then, hey, tell me about your YouTube show real quick.
Okay, so let's see. My YouTube channel is kind of a hodgepodge. I started out, well, I started making that channel right before the pandemic hit, and it was kind of cool. Like I was like emulating other painters' channels and being obnoxious about the like, subscribe, blah.
Yeah.
And then when the pandemic hit, I stopped doing it, which seems weird because that's when a lot of people were getting noticed as YouTubers because people were bored at home. But this is what burnout looks like. I wasn't doing YouTube videos for YouTube. I was doing almost the exact same thing for my job. And when you spend like hours a day making content for your work, it's kind of hard to want to be like, oh, I'm going to just shift that gear a little and slide into just, instead of making stuff for kids, making stuff for me and for whoever wants to follow and look at it. And I stopped doing it. And then about a year and a half ago, I was like, I'm not working anymore. I'm not with the school district. I'm not doing anything anymore. Let's kick that back up and see what happens. And I changed my philosophy a little to where I don't badger people to like, subscribe, bell, blah, blah, blah. I just go. I talk to people about it, and then I do a lot of time lapse stuff. For like, I do time lapse images on my art on the process, because mostly it's not tutorial stuff. It's just like get yourself a brownie and enjoy the trip. All right. And some videos are a little more trippy than others. My favorite in that style is the horn that I did. That was that's a custom James Groman. And like I have like wild transitions of this thing in an acid blur going one way, and then I make weird sounds this way. And I made a hologram video for the introduction. I was like, yeah, this was fun. Holy crap, that was a lot of work. So besides just doing some time lapse videos, one of my buddies and I have recently started chatting via Google Meets, and we record it, and I've started to like splice those together so I can share like a conversation we have about something, and then just make it a something that's consumable within about 10, 12, 15 minutes. That's not to say I'm not doing any more process videos or time-lapse videos. It's just that's kind of taken a back burner just for the moment to get past collected con. Like I have toys that I did for previous shows that are like, they're still in progress of being edited, that it's like, you dumbass, like get it done. Yeah, so like after CollectorCon, there would probably be like a little more. There'll be more of a deluge of content, just like not necessarily weekly, but let's say one every 12 days. So more than two a month, which
Yeah.
is cool. Like, and like sometimes I've done a couple like uh, product comparisons. Not like I get not that I get paid by anybody, but it's like, I get asked about I get asked a lot about like what paints I use, what colors I use, etc. And my big answer is, and everybody hates this, it depends.
Yeah.
And so like like
I hate
Tim,
to cut this short, Rick, but we got a lot of pieces that we still got to go through, and we've been talking for about 20 minutes now.
man, I was cursed with the gift of gab. So yeah, all right, no problem.
The links are at the bottom of the screen. Rick Stroh, that was a great freaking piece, man. You guys, please check out his website and some of the other stuff that he's got going on. It's way more than just
sold in an hour,
painting vinyl pieces. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, dude. Appreciate your time, Rick.
Yeah, thanks for being part of the show, man. You really killed it. I love it.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you around.
Awesome. Thanks,
Definitely.
man.
Take it easy, brother.
Scooby-Doo, dude. I love Scooby-Doo growing up.
Right.
That's freaking awesome. What I think
he picked one of the best villains too, for sure.
Yeah, straight up, man. And I think like I said, dude, this one, it's so simple. And then to see it come to life like that, man, just an excellent job. I'll do that for when Soko Cat comes in here in about 10-15 minutes. This one here, Strafe 7, dude, with the Mumra Thundercat.
Yeah.
That is so sick. Were you a Thundercats guy?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And he cut the helmet too, but he went crazy with it and used parts of it to put the snakes on the back of the helmet. Like he cut the snakes out of the parts that he cut out.
Oh shit.
I don't know if he's got a picture of you can kind of see it in that one.
Yeah.
Sitting on the table. There it is. Yeah, the snakes are wrapped around. That's pieces that he cut out that he turned into snakes and glued onto the helmet somehow.
Yeah. Wow, man. God dang, that was a great idea. Again, with the paint, you know what I mean? Like you know exactly what it is. I love that blue, that kind of cobalt blue. Dude, he
matched the paints perfectly.
Ooh, the mask work on that, dude. That's nuts.
Right? Dude, I wouldn't even attempt at that. I'd be like, I'd need at least 4 masks because I know I'm going to fuck up the first 3.
Well, see, and that's what's crazy, man. Like, you said you go very slowly, and that's the thing, dude. It is like 0% forgiving. You know what I mean? Like, if you fuck up, it's done. It's like you can't glue the piece back on, you know?
Nope.
Damn, that's good. Strafe 7, man. It looks like this may still be available. DM me to snag this bad boy.
I believe it is.
Very nice. God dang, that is good. Strafe 7, man. Strafe 7 does really cool custom painted work, but his resin making skills are just freaking way off the charts.
Yeah, he mainly does. I think he still does those like Fisher Price style zombies and astronauts and
the zombie knots and the divers.
Yeah,
dude, very cool, man. And what's cool about those is like the figures are so damn good. Like you want them in every single flavor possible. And speaking of Scooby-Doo, he just did a diver, like a Scooby-Doo themed diver that was all glowing.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was sick. That was way sick. But dude, another great job from Strafe 7. If you're not following him, give that account a look, man. There is some really cool shit on there, including this one. Man.
And the snakes on the chest too. Yeah, he nailed that one.
You know what's crazy to me, dude, is like, and I think it goes for everybody as artists in general, dude, is like when you have a base like that and then you kind of try to mix in some black. I mean, if you screw up, dude, you talk about unforgiving. I mean, I guess you could just repaint it. No one really wants to do that. But the fine line work, man, on a lot of these, it's crazy. It's crazy good.
Well, that's kind of like how I fucked up on that faker. Spent all that time on it, and then I spilled paint on it, and there's nothing I could do. Start over on a new one.
God dang.
So
Straight,
yeah,
straight
when you're
70.
getting into details like that, you really got to be patient.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, especially when you're trying to differentiate something or try to make it line up with something just based on a paint job. But God, dude, he killed that mask too. That is so damn good. Trip Rabbit, man, this was a account that I was not familiar with.
Yeah.
But holy smokes, dude, these are sold.
Right. Yeah, he makes some really cool toys. I'm surprised you've never heard of Trip Rabbit.
Yeah, me neither, man. I started going through his stuff, and dude, it never surprises me on Instagram, dude. You have people out here that have been on Instagram for 10 years with 20,000 posts, and I'm like, who the hell is this? Never seen him. Sick, man.
Yeah, he has his own little vinyl figures that he calls Jupiter Boy. He's got quite a few in his shop still, and they're actually very, very decently priced for the size.
Nice.
So I recommend grabbing one if you don't have one yet. I've got pretty much all of them. I'm only missing one.
Oh wow.
But yeah, Jupiter Boys are badass.
Jupiter,
but yeah,
write that down.
Yeah, he makes all different kinds of toys, but that's his vinyl toys, the Jupiter Boy.
Nice. Jupiter. We'll have to check that out. He's got a little note here. It says, I'm very happy with how they came out. Here's some details about the toys. The big guy is version 2, Spacesquatch, 10 inches tall, and the little guy is version 1, 8.5 inches tall. These guys are big Sofubi vinyl toys. I'm asking $200 for both plus shipping. Damn, $200 for the set?
Right? I'm mad I didn't catch that in time before they sold.
Wow, dude.
Dude, yeah, like
holy shit. 200.
Yeah, that was a hell of a steal. Dude, just for the blanks, it would have been 150.
I was just going to say, dude, I mean, you're buying those unpainted for, almost that. Wow, dude, that's great. Also, please go show some love to the artists in the show. They got some sick designs, and thanks to ETC. Yeah, dude, those are great, man. Another one where, the paint, dude, the paint really does it. I love this clear mask right here that he went with too.
Yeah, I believe he used either a black one or a clear one for the 3PO, because those both came with the clear helmets.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. What is it about Star Wars, dude? I was talking to Barbarian Rage the other day, and we were talking about just kind of figures in general, dude. And I mean, it seems like Star Wars it can be anything Star Wars themed. That's probably why there is everything Star Wars themed, and it sells. You know what I mean? It's like no matter what it is, whether it's like party favors or vinyl figures painted to replicate them.
I'll tell you one thing about Star Wars. I loved Star Wars as a kid. I still like The Mandalorian and some of these side movies that are coming out.
Yeah.
But, I'm getting a little sick and tired of seeing Star Wars. I mean, don't get me wrong, Trip Rabbit, you did amazing on these pieces, and I'm so glad you brought Star Wars into the show because someone needed to. I'm surprised no one else picked any Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure.
But for the rest of our lives, no matter where we go, no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, we're going to see something about Star Wars for the rest of our lives every single day. It'll be something, somewhere, a little sign somewhere, something on Facebook, a shirt in your closet that you happen to see when you're looking for something else. Every single day for the rest of your life, you'll see something about Star Wars. And it's that fucking big that it's everywhere all the time.
Well, and don't you think too, dude, it's one of those things that it's never going to end. It's never going to end, dude. It's always going to go to somebody else. Someone else is going to buy it and then do their own spin on it, or go to a section of Star Wars that people haven't really explored yet. But you're right, dude. It's one of those things where it's so massive that it just, it's everywhere. It is absolutely everywhere. These figures, though, very cool. Not surprised they sold out at $200 for the pair.
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe it.
We're gonna take a look at one more, and then we'll bring in Soko Cat to talk about her pieces. You talk about going the extra mile. She made 3
Yeah, she had quite a few pieces on
Quite a few
hand.
pieces. So let's see who we got next. Oh, this was a good one, man. Devil's Knot. Dude, you talk about a random figure to go off of. Let me read this real quick. Because I can't ever do anything normal, I chose Pizzazz from the leader of the Misfits, arch enemy of Gem and the Holograms. Those sluts. Dude. When I saw the Misfits shirt at Super 7, I bought it right away, dude, because it's fucking awesome. The colors on it are great. I remember watching this cartoon. But to pick that one, it's so cool. Whether she's shredding a 6 solo or slamming Gem's brainless dome off a brick wall, it's best to just stay out of her way. I decided to go more for the vibe and feel of the character as opposed to a literal translation because Pizzazz, much like punk rock itself, is more of an idea, an infection of thought. Very cool. Pizzazz is available for purchase if you're interested in bringing her home. Fair warning, though, she's not a morning person, and I can't guarantee the safety of your hearing. Just a little word to the wise. Very cool, man. Look at the mask, dude. I believe that says Gem sucks on the mask.
It does.
Gem, dude. Did you watch Gem growing up?
Yeah, I watched it in daycare. I remember seeing it on TV. It was around when they were playing Masters of the Universe and all that, during around that time of the day.
Yeah.
But Devil's Knot, James Ibernoff, he was the last one to join, and he only had a few weeks to get his done because he just kind of I just forgot that I had asked him. I was like, "Oh shit, you want to be part of the show? We got a few more weeks." And he's like, "Yeah." So I sent him one, and he's like, "Is it cool if I do her?" And I was like, "Absolutely."
Yeah.
And he killed it. That's the most punk rock squatch I've ever seen.
Yeah, straight up, man. And the work, the kind of splatter work that he did on the top of the helmet there.
Yeah.
Really good. But Gem and the Holograms, dude, and the Misfits, to even take it a step further, that's just a random one, dude, that, you know what I mean? Like, I see that, I hear Gem and the Holograms, and I'm like, okay, I can go back to exactly when I was watching that. I remember that it was the last cartoon in whatever lineup that was. And I knew when Gem was coming on, like, shit, man, cartoons were almost over for the day.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually what got me to watch most of it. Was I'm like, well, this is the last one I'm going to be able to see today because it's, you know, some bullshit. It's fucking 60 minutes after that or whatever it was. But great work, dude. Devil's Knot. Take a look at that.
Yeah, he does all kinds of different work, different mediums. In fact, I just made him a bunch of resin pieces that he's going to be doing something with. It was like a custom order for something he's got going on.
Scott Cherry Barbarian Rage says Gem originally played with Inhumanoids in Bigfoot the Monster Truck. Bigfoot the Monster Truck, dude.
I don't remember that, but that's cool.
Yeah, right. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Soko Cat, are you ready to go? Let me know if you're ready. We'll bring you in and talk about these pieces. Like I said, 3 pieces from Soko Cat. Really cool. And I think that the last show that she did, it was a 3-way cartoon show, Scott says. Dude, I do not remember that. Inhumanoids and Bigfoot the Monster Truck. I don't even remember that, dude.
I don't remember that either. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. But Soko Cat, when she had brought, I think the last show there was multiple pieces as well. She is in the waiting room, ready to go. Let me get.
Yeah, she had 2 pieces last time.
Nice. Bam! Here we go. Yeah, these are great, dude. Soko Cat, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just great.
Awesome. I'm good. How about you?
Not bad, not bad at all. Great work. You didn't have to do one, you did three.
You know, I'm an overachiever. You know, as a kid, I could have studied more. And I guess as an adult, I was like, oh my God. And I overcompensated a little bit. But I see stuff. And if I can't make up my mind, it's like, as an adult, you can be like, do I want vanilla or chocolate or mint chip? You know, I'm just going to get all three because that's why we work. So we can just do all three.
You know, and that's your subject is The Simpsons, and how do you pick just one character from The Simpsons?
You
It
really
almost is
can't.
natural that you
Yeah, there's so many.
Yeah, so many. But these are freaking great. I mean, you really nailed the color on all of these.
Thanks.
God.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, honestly. I went through a number of different characters. Like, I was thinking about Mr. Burns, I was thinking about Sideshow Bob, I was thinking about Millhouse. There's just like a lot of these different like colors that you could put in there. But the classic Simpsons obviously was just like the red, blue, and white, and it was very difficult to choose, honestly. I didn't know what I coincidentally, for some reason, I chose Marge as the largest one. And I'm not really sure why. I should have chosen, you know, Homer's the largest one because he's really
Well, I
large.
mean, Marge is taller than Homer with her hair.
With her hair, exactly.
Yeah, right.
So I was thinking I could just do all of her fur blue because, you know, down and up.
Yeah.
She wears like a greenish kind of dress. So I was, you know, I try to incorporate all the different colors that I have in my mind's eye. That sounds so weird, but and to be honest, when I had the blanks, I would carry it around with me like a teddy bear, like a kid would carry its like Binky or its favorite toy, because I had no idea. I'd be staring at, like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? I'd be eating dinner, just like staring at it, say maybe if I do the chest this color, but should I do the neck a different? I don't know. And I'm up in bed, I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm like, maybe I'm gonna do the face a different color, but
Yeah.
it consumes your brain when you're working on a project.
And
it was a lot of fun.
Is that where the multiple pieces come from? Like, is it like ultimately you just can't decide, and so you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do three instead?
Well, to be honest, I actually have a bunch of them that I bought because I was planning on doing a couple of, you know, painting schemes and colorways and stuff. But then when I
Nice.
heard that he was doing a show, I was just like, oh, well, clearly I have to be in the show because I have all these pieces at home. And it honestly, it really worked out. You know, I had no problems trying to paint everything as soon as I could get my brain wrapped around the colors and stuff. It was, I have no complaints of it. The detail was wonderful. The eyes, Tim, those eyes.
Yeah, those eyes. I love the eyes on all of them.
I had to paint the pupils in such a way so that if you hold it in front of you, they look straight. But these guys had like, I could have made Homer just kind of looking everywhere like a chameleon. At the last minute, I just said, I'm not really sure. I'm just going to paint him right in the middle. I was going to paint Homer's face a little like off color because he has that on his face, like his 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
I don't know why I decided to keep it plain, and his big contrast was the pink. And I know people are like, pink, why is Homer having pink on him? But it's because it's the family car. Yeah, it was that junker that for some reason has
I
lost his
see
legs.
now. I was wondering why the
Yeah.
pink. I get it now. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, he's white shirt, pants, shoes. There's no belt. There are no accessories. It's just, you know, it was very simple. So I was like, instead of just doing black, because that's what it started out as, just everything was going to be black. And I'm, you know, laying awake at night, like, I can't do black. What can I do? What can I do? And I woke up in the morning, I was like, I'm going to do the car. I'm going to do the car. And I, you know, I go downstairs and I have to write stuff down because I forget about it. But
you know what I'm noticing
great.
about all three of your pieces too is how you have the kind of the black underlay in the fur areas. It really really brings out the detail and I think the texture.
That's from my years as a miniature painter. So before I started painting toys, I was painting my like D&D characters, my like, you know,
Yeah.
nerdy little like
Yeah.
characters, and also Warhammer. Even though coincidentally I never
Mm.
played Warhammer, I just really liked to paint them because they were amazing pieces.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now when faced with actual toys, my handicap is that I don't do any sculpting. I don't do any type of like cutting the piece or reshaping it. I just try to paint it as is and do my best job with that. And the texture is really something that I loved doing on this piece. It's just the fur. It was different in all the different spots. And as I'm painting it, because I'm left-handed, I'm like, who's
Mm.
right-handed? Because this side, this looks a little like it was easier for someone else to get to.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
Gosh, man. You know what? Also, I noticed too is even like the shading in the toes. Man, it really makes the toes stick out. Like, check that out. And those
It's
It's
nails.
like the last one she did for the last show. They almost looked real, like they were gonna walk off the shelf.
It's
Dude,
really
straight up,
creepy
man.
sometimes, yeah. You
Yeah.
get that like flesh wash and like a flesh paint, and you add some like browns and pinks in there, and but it's not quick. That's the thing. It takes a lot of stupid time, and things have to
Patience.
dry, and you look at it and you get angry. You think people get angry watching sports on the TV? They get angry when they burn the popcorn when it's moving. I get angry when I want to paint and all of my shit is still just drying. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I have to wait. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's why 3 is good. That's actually a really, really good point. To do 3 means that while you're waiting for 1 to dry, you can paint
You weren't
another
gonna
one,
know
and
it.
then you can paint another one. And that's what actually a lot of artists do in their spare
Yeah.
time. They have something
Mhm.
that they need to work on, and they also have like a spare, like something that is a little bit more fun and that gives them a little bit more freedom. So that way you can switch back and forth. Like if you get really sick of this stupid fucking Spacesquatch, you can go over and be like, oh, I'm just painting this like kid robot thing. And then when you
Yeah.
get sick of that, you can go back and forth. So that way you always have progress in something, even if it's not that one prized thing.
Sure.
Progress.
And that's exactly what I was going to ask. With doing
Mhm.
3, are you completing one and then moving to the other one, but keep it? I mean,
No.
that almost seems like a more efficient way of doing it, right? Is
No. I
just
did
try to go from one to
I did
one.
them all at the same time, which made it difficult to focus on one more than the other. Because I
Yeah.
was done with Lisa in no time whatsoever. Homer is what took me the longest because I really struggled with that pink. I literally woke up in the morning and I was like, it's gonna be pink, okay.
Yeah.
And then it was fine. It's just it really like I laid awake at night. I really couldn't.
Yeah.
But it just like one day you set aside like your pot of yellow paint. You're like, okay, today is yellow day, and just no matter what you do on any piece, you're just doing the yellow components. It's again from miniature painting where you have your
Yeah.
paint out and you say all the pants are going to be blue. Oh, the little thing is also going to be blue on the backpack of this figure and stuff like that. It was efficient, but it's also I don't know. I didn't feel like doing shirts that day, so it's just a skin day. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to bring you joy, and maybe as a bonus, it'll bring you a little bit of money. But
Yeah.
mostly, you're supposed to enjoy it. And the show was amazing, and I'm looking forward to the next show. And I really enjoyed the last show, and I think I'm going to be out of Space Watches soon. So we're gonna have to
We're
talk
all gonna
about
be out of Space Squatches soon. I'm not getting any more made. So
Oh, man.
Oh,
yeah, but we'll have Enoch soon.
yeah.
As far as the Simpsons in general, were you a big Simpsons fan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Back when we were kids, that was like, oh, the edgy Bart Simpson's
absolutely.
eat my shorts, and
It was
everybody's
on.
like, oh, he said eat my shorts. That's
It was on
awful.
Fox. Remember, anything that was on
Yep.
Fox was like, oh, what are you doing watching Fox? There ain't
Mhm.
nothing but cops and Simpsons on there.
Gary
Mhm.
Springer.
Exactly, dude. Jerry Springer, cops, the Simpsons.
Mhm. Fox was, 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Yeah, right, right.
But yeah, I used to really love watching. It was Sunday nights usually. It was on when I was a kid. I also want to go back to the Gem and the Holograms. I was listening to that. I
Yeah.
really loved one of the shows that was on around that same time. I don't remember if they were back to back. I think they might have Bionic 6.
Oh
It was like
yeah.
a whole family You had like
Yeah.
the professor. He had all these kids. Clearly, they were adopted because he's got like an Asian kid, a black kid, like a redhead.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
very. And as soon as you said Misfits, I was like, pizzazz! Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's a really big throwback, and that
Yeah.
was awesome, definitely awesome. But
Yeah.
Simpsons, yes, Simpsons are a big part of my childhood. I mean, we were probably born around the same time. I'm 81. I remember you said you were 78. Tim, you said 79.
78.
I'm 79. He's older.
Oh, okay.
Tim is the
Yeah,
senior.
I'm the grandpa in the group.
Oh, I'm a baby. I get mistaken for a millennial, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Don't
I'm
you
too
hate
old
that?
to be a millennial. Yeah,
We're
it's
I believe we're
awful.
called Dennials, with an X. There's like a
Mhm.
5-year
Yeah.
little tiny little 5-year spot, and that's where we are.
Right.
Yeah.
Cuspers.
Right
That's what
before
they
the
say, yeah.
millennials came in.
Yeah, it's
And we're
like
lucky
late
because we're
70s,
like
early
the
80s.
oldest generation to be able to navigate like computers and smartphones. I know
Yeah.
people who are maybe like 6 years older, they have no idea how to use a computer. I don't know why. I mean, they're young-ish. Couldn't people just
They're
learn?
young-ish.
They're young. I mean, like to me, they're not young. To them, they're still young. Like I feel young, but I'm over 40 now. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, do you have a dermatologist? And I'm like, no, you should get one. I'm like, why? Okay.
Oh,
One of those
man.
random questions.
I put some more links down there. It's Soko_cat on Instagram. There's also some Soko cat pieces available at Tenacious Toys. If you're looking for something like that. What's
And I have a
your
website that's
affiliation
coming
with
up.
Tenacious Toys?
Oh, I'm an artist in residence for them. Way back in the day, before I was even SocoCat, before I'd even come up with the name, I used to go to this store called Suburban Vinyl up in New Jersey, and it was run by God, Rob Lamino, and he was a really cool dude. And there were a bunch of shows, and because I was a miniature painter, I was like, hey, can I be in a show? And they were like, oh, yes, you can. And it was a really cool show. And Benny was there, and he was telling me about his company, and I was like, that sounds awesome. Can I paint a couple of pieces for you? And it started out as just like painting a couple of pieces. He'd send me some things, and it was really cool. And he brought me on as an artist in resident. And I usually participate in Comic-Con. I help him out at the booth. So if any of you guys are going to be there, you'll probably see me. I do some group shows for Comic-Con. I'll be doing something with Priscilla. Oh God, I forgot Priscilla's last name.
Is that purple? You talking about
Yes.
purple?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna do something in there for Decon, and I promised Kachina that I would do one of the Elixir toy leftovers, the Seer. That's a creepy.
Oh
name.
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
And I also have a Tuscarian that shows that I'm not a vinyl person, because I'm like trying to fit them together because they came disassembled.
Yeah.
So I'm like hair dryer, boiling water, and I lost my nerve because I was afraid I was going to bend and crease something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when that time comes.
Yeah.
I've got one of those too, and I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet either.
Yeah.
That's a big piece to
it
paint.
Really is.
Those
it
are
really
great.
is. And I'm looking forward to painting that. So
those are
I got a
really,
lot on my plate, I guess. Yeah. I mean, Elixir Toys, before it kind of dissolved, I did a bunch of stuff for that too.
They're back now.
Gusting. Oh, good. I'll have to hit them up. Seriously. I did a fun gusting and a thick gusting, and they were really, really cool. I love all of these. I guess I would call them Sofubi toys, just because a lot of people come out with resin, a lot of people come out with vinyl, but then they have.
Well, Elixir is definitely Sofubi because he gets his stuff made in Japan. So it's all Sofubi. It's just different versions. You got Japanese Sofubi, you got Chinese Sofubi. All the other ones are just basically vinyl, like Brazil and stuff. But I mean, you could basically call it Sofubi because the definition of Sofubi is a vinyl toy. You know.
Cool.
But
and it's been different but amazing. I mean, I really love anything that I can paint, I'll do. I think I bought some brains from Rick, if Rick is still
Mm.
listening at all. I bought some brains and hearts. And I was like, I have no plans other than they look really cool. And you just look at, I want to paint that.
Yeah.
And I might
Yeah.
stick like a magnet on the back because it's, it's resin, it's flat on the back. And I'll put like blood in the grooves of the brain. And maybe it'll be like a Halloween drop or something. I never actually think ahead for holidays. It's actually too late when I say, oh, it would be great. And then suddenly it's like January. And I'm thinking, oh, I should have done that for November. So.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be that Halloween season, man. It seems like everybody does something for Halloween.
I can't believe I keep getting emails, pumpkin spice is coming already.
Oh boy. Oh man. Well, these 3 pieces were phenomenal. Thank you for your time tonight. Again, there's some links to Soko Cat down there at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, thanks for being part of the show too.
Oh my God, and it's good to talk to you. I mean, like I wouldn't say we've been friends, but we've been following each other on Instagram for over 10 years or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah. One of the first people I followed on Instagram back when she would like customize dunnies and put little turn them into like little African or jungle warriors.
Yep, I did that.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were really cool. I made like masks out of popsicle sticks and stuff.
Yep.
It was really fun.
Cool. Well, thank you for your time. These 3 pieces are
so
great. Are you selling these pieces? Are they available for sale or are you keeping these?
I would love to sell them. Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. The large one is large Marge. Oh, that's a Pee-wee throwback, but large Marge would be $250, and the other 2, the Homer and Lisa, I'm selling for $200 each. So if you're interested, hit me up. You can email me. I'm Soko Cat Yellow Paw because Soko Cat was taken. Soko Cat Yellow Paw @gmail.com, or just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or something.
There we go. Soko
Cat. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you for your time. You are awesome.
Thank you.
You got it.
Okay.
Bam. Soko Cat. Those are great, man. Like I said, going the extra mile for 3. And the paint, it's really wild, man, what you can do with the paint to bring out some of the detail on a blank. And I think she freaking nailed it on all 3 of those. Really, really cool.
Definitely. And like you said, all the detail from like the black in all the cracks and shit. Yeah, it really just pops.
Yeah. Really nice. We're going to get through a couple more, and then Hobo Toys is in the waiting room. We will get with him and his phenomenal piece. Let's see. We stopped right about here, dude. I mean, dude, this thing is incredible. God dang, that's good, dude. The soft goods on there, man. On a figure that scale, dude. Do you ever mess around with soft goods like that, dude? I'm looking at across the room at your stuff, dude, and soft goods is hard.
Yeah, no, I've never done anything like that, but he made the overalls and everything from scratch for that guy. He even found the earrings that the feather earrings that he would wear.
Oh shit, I just noticed that. Oh man, that is good, dude.
And he made 3 of them. I don't know if they've all sold, but he's got them in his shop right now for only $180 each. And that's just insane with all of that work, the chains, the bandana, the earrings, the mohawk, overalls.
Mohawk, dude. Yeah. Dude, did he make this packaging for it? Or is that just...
No, that's just, editing, photo editing.
Yeah. I was gonna say, holy shit, dude.
No, that'd be badass. I did buy one of them though. So.
Oh, you bought one of these?
Yeah, I had to have a Mr. T. He made 3 of them. I had to get one.
That's awesome, man. That is really, really cool. You're right, dude. I mean, look at all that, dude. Check this out. Look at the little horseshoe on the necklace right there. God.
Yeah, he went all out. I don't even know where he found all that stuff.
And see, and that's another one where like even the chest plate in the middle, right? He just painted over it so it still all looks like a red shirt. It's
all red.
with what you can do with paint to either hide or bring out details in the piece.
Like Stoko, instead of doing the pink, she could have just done it all white, but
Right.
then it probably would have bothered her to see the chest plate still there, not painted.
Right,
You know.
right. He's even got rings on him. I'm noticing right here too. Damn, that's good.
He's got what?
The rings on his finger right here.
Oh yeah, and he even painted his feet to look like they're shoes with laces and shoe toes and everything.
Nice. Yeah. Very cool. Even added some teeth in there. Yeah. Barely Human. Check that one out. Let's get through one more and then we'll bring Hobo Toys in. This is another one of yours. Watch Armstrong, dude. Stretch Armstrong is not something I'm very familiar with it. I just never had one, man.
They originally came out in the 70s and then they brought them back out in the 90s. That's probably why you never played with them or saw them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had my original plan was to do Beetlejuice, but I waited so long to get started that I only had like 3 or 4 days left. I was like, man, I got to simplify this shit down. So I picked him because all I got to do is make him pink, put some blue trousers on him, and give him some He-Man hair.
Yeah, and you know what, dude? And that's another one where you just went right over the details, but it's the color, man. The color, and then the hair. It's just got that Stretch Armstrong look to it, man. Just that plain rubber. Now, with Stretch Armstrong, there was multiple figures in that line, right?
Yeah, they were bad guys too. But originally Stretch was out for I believe about a year or two just by himself. And then, they needed to make more money, so they started adding bad guys and other characters.
Yeah, I've seen some of the bad guys there, dude, and one of them, I think it might have been just the head, but this thing was crazy expensive, dude.
Oh yeah, now they are. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah. Yuckamuck. What's going on, dude? He had the 90s version of that guy plus a weird bad guy. Stretch Monster is what Scott's saying that is. Puzzle Panther, what's happening? Yeah, dude.
In the 90s, they came out with the back ones too. Like the bad guys, you could back all the air out of them, and they had like little styrofoam balls in them, and you could stretch those, and they would stay out. They wouldn't go back in because there's no air. You'd pull them out and keep them rigid and stiff.
Yeah.
Those guys are badass. The back man.
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong, dude. Just another. It's one of those nostalgia things, dude. It's like when you see that a real one, it's one of those things for me that it takes you right back to to when you were a kid. Really cool, man. Just the blank stare on his face too. For some reason, I just think that's hilarious. Really cool. Hobo Toys is in the waiting room, and we are so right on track, dude. That is so cool. Let me go back to his piece. Oh man, we got some good ones left to we
still got quite a few left.
Yeah, there's some really, really good ones in there too. Okay, cool. So we got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 left after this, dude. Or maybe 8. We're gonna nail it. All right, here we go, dude. Hobo Toys, you ready, my man? What is up, dude?
What up?
Man. So I was talking about the giveaway post and ones that people mentioned. This is another one right up there where people were just like, dude, this thing is freaking insane, dude.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the reception to it. Like I didn't think it would sell, or I don't know. But yeah, everybody seemed to dig it. Huh?
Why would you think that?
I doubt the shit out of myself all the damn time with that stuff.
Yeah. I love that you put the what is that thing called again? The Technodrome behind him.
Oh yeah.
Picture.
Yeah,
right there. That was great.
Yeah.
Dude, you did a lot of sculpting on this thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say you made britches out of the helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, the front of the helmet, I cut that off and then I put it down, covering his crotch area. Because Shredder's got that piece of fabric that hangs in the front.
Yeah. Damn,
So yeah,
dude,
I used the front of the helmet for that part.
fuck. What a great idea.
So.
Damn, dude, that is. Who bought this?
Oh God, I just started following him. Damn, Retro. I can't remember.
Was it Retro Zone Neon?
No, I don't think so. I'd have to look. I can't remember his name.
I thought
off the top of my head.
I thought I saw someone either post it or comment that they had snagged that one, and I thought right away.
Yeah, he did make a post about it.
Yeah,
like his pictures kicked ass too. Like they're really fucking cool.
Oh yeah, it's sold same day, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
And how much did you sell him for?
150.
God damn, bro.
another steal, dude. Another
Yeah.
Steal.
I don't know. I'm always nervous to scare people away. So it's like, yeah, trying to find that sweet spot where I'm comfortable with it, but I'm not scaring everybody. So.
Well, he got a sweet deal, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you know what, dude? I think it's kind of like anything else in an auction or when you're buying something that's a one-off. Man, you make something that really strikes a chord with somebody, where they, were just a huge Turtles fan or maybe even a Shredder fan, and are just like, I have pieces like that, man, that I know for a fact that I paid fucking way more than what it would be, worth. But to me, it's more of just the idea. This one, dude, you did so much extra work to it. I did not realize what a great idea, dude, to reuse this piece right here. You cut that out of the mask and put that right there.
Yeah, after I cut it off, I was like, I really don't want to throw this away. And I was just kind of putting it on there, seeing if it would fit anywhere cool. I was like, holy shit. Like, it fits perfect. I just glued that on. So.
Yeah, that's a great use of scraps.
Yeah.
This is great right here, dude.
Does the helmet come off?
No, I intended for it to originally, but the way the sculpt worked out, it wouldn't really let it happen without like fucking up the paint on the head.
Gotcha.
So I just kind of glued the shit out of the helmet so it couldn't really come off at all. It was kind of just loose on there, but yeah. So yeah, it doesn't go anywhere.
That is awesome, man. Little soft goods with the cape. What made you choose ultimately not only Ninja Turtles but Shredder? Was that something that you grew up with heavily?
So I originally was going to pick Krang.
Okay.
I said that in the group chat. Pikmin already had that. I was like, shit, back to the drawing board. I think I went with Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Somebody else had dibs on that. I was like, shit.
And then nobody did it.
Yeah, and then nobody ended up doing it. But by the time I'd already like settled on Shredder, so yeah, that I think I was like my third or fourth choice. But I'm happy I ended up with it. And I do love Turtles. Like, been a huge fan my whole life. I got Donatello on my wrist. Yeah. So,
dope,
yeah, I'm a Turtles guy.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell, and the communicator was Pikmin's idea too.
Nice.
Did you make the communicator?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sculpted that too.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, that looks like I thought you got that from like a Ninja Turtle toy and you just added it to the fucking
I sculpted that.
Amazing work. Hell yeah.
And then the gray wire piece, that's some the hell was that? Like some this fucking wire. I just bent it all in there and got that in shape, glued it all in. But yeah, I sculpted all that. And then the back of it's got a clear hair tie that I kind of glued in place there so that you can put it on or take it on and off.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, that's a
You
great
don't have to glue it onto his hand.
Nah, so yeah, you can take that off too. You can kind of see it in the pictures, but
Yeah, like right here.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a damn good idea.
Great freaking piece, dude. Yeah, I am not surprised that thing sold right away.
You hear that,
Thank
Dirty
you.
Yeti? If you're watching Dirty Yeti, I hope you heard what he said about that little rubber band.
God, dude, that is really good. I put your links down there at the bottom, dude. Besides this, because I'm sure this took a decent amount of time. What else you got going on immediately, man?
Hell, what do I got going? I'm doing a custom for Tim right now. Well,
Nice.
I got.
Oh,
Here.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can show that one.
Oh shit, nice.
So that's just ready for paint. We went and saw the new Deadpool movie tonight, so I didn't have time to paint that.
Was that good?
Yeah, it was pretty fucking cool.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, they had all sorts of crazy shit going on in it. Other than that, I've got other big project. I kind of said something to you the other day about. I don't know how much I want to say about it yet.
Yeah, no, all good.
But it's gonna be really fucking big. Like I'm thinking when it's all said and done, it's probably gonna be like pushing 15, 16 inches tall.
Oh shit.
Is
It's
this
gonna
just
be-
a project for you, or is this like something you're doing with somebody else?
No, it's just for me. Well, I'm gonna be casting. It's gonna be resin and all the shit. So I'll just say what it's called. It's gonna be the Hobo Zord.
The Hobo Zord. Oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
Wow.
Well, hell,
15 inches.
I'll just
That's-
fucking say. So what it's gonna be is, I think it's gonna be 6 pieces all together. I'm gonna release each one, and if you buy them all, you can put them all together and make a giant fucking Hobo Zord.
Oh,
Dude, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Like a Voltron.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
I'm pretty fucking pumped about it. I've been trying to get a bunch of shit caught up so I can get the sculpt started on it.
yeah.
So it's gonna be pretty big. It's gonna take me a long fucking time.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it.
Dude, that's
Then-
God, that's crazy, dude. 15 inches, you said?
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because I know each piece is probably gonna be at least 5-6 inches tall. So if you combine them all, we're talking at least 5 or 15 inches, I'm guessing. So I haven't really like mocked anything up yet or anything. That's kind of the ballpark I think it's gonna end up being.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be pretty fucking big.
Nice. Yeah, you got
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's keeping you busy. Well, dude, this piece right here was freaking awesome, dude. I think it was a hit with everybody, man. I mean, if you go through the chat and the giveaway post from the other day, God, dude, you got tons of praise on this thing, dude, and it's well deserved.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely, dude. What an awesome piece, man. I put some more of your links down there at the bottom.
Hell yeah, thanks.
Hobo Toys pieces in his shop. There's a couple of hobo heads in there that are still available, and honestly, I don't know how those things are still available. The scale of
those things are badass.
dude. The scale
you.
is bigger than I thought, dude. If you just kind of scroll through it a little bit, I think there's one where you're holding one, and I'm like, oh fuck, man, that's a significant piece, dude, and it's multiple pieces. Yeah, dude, that one right there, bro. The colors on that thing, holy shit, man.
Well, hell, no, actually, this piece, the piece you had on the show last week, inspired these colors, the pink and blue.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I told the wife, I was like, I'm gonna make one with that color scheme. I added the yellow and green eyes and shit to it, though. But
dope, man. Yeah, that's really cool. And that one is actually still available for sale at Hobo Toys. The link is in the bio. Again, dude, awesome piece, man. Look forward to your upcoming projects.
well, thank you.
Thank you for your time, man. And we'll.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being part of the show again.
All right, thanks for inviting me. I can't wait for the next one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Later.
See ya.
Dude, awesome piece, man. Hobo Toys, what
Yeah.
a good dude.
Dude, he never disappoints, ever.
Never disappoints, dude. And you know what, man? I bought stuff from him a long time ago. And it was cool back then, man, and it just gets better and better. We're gonna keep on moving, dude. This I thought I had a little video for this guy. This is Kachina. And I mean, damn, dude. Evil Knievel, man. Do you remember when those Evil Knievel specials used to come on?
I do.
Dude, I thought those were the coolest fucking things. And then you're like, oh yeah, that's a dude who's broken every bone in his body.
Never could land right. Always always crashed.
No. Yeah. Dude. I don't know. I should have read the story on this.
That's this bike that comes with Evil Knievel's stunt bike. It also includes the launcher and the box. So not only are you getting the squat that he customized, you're getting a bike that he painted, the actual Evil Knievel bike, the actual Evil Knievel launcher, and the actual Evil Knievel box that it all comes in.
Wow.
So it's like a super custom, you get all that stuff added, and then you can display it all together and make it really look like, he's part of that box and everything.
Dude, take a look at like this area right here. White, red stripe, blue, red stripe, white star in the middle. Get the fuck out of here with that, dude. I mean, come on.
See that's some serious tape work right there to get all those lines as perfect as he did.
Dude.
Dion's another one that never disappoints. Anything I ask him to do for me, it always comes out better than I expected.
Dude, that is so damn good, man.
Oh, I called him Dion. Dion's Kachina.
Dude, even the look, like the rosy cheeks and shit, man. I mean,
yeah.
Dude, I have one piece. Actually, dude, I think it's a collab with you, Donner Don't Care, and Kachina. It's like
the little. Let me guess, the little Dogu in the spaceship.
Absolutely. Yep. Yes, it is. And that's an older piece, dude. But I love that one because it had all three of you on it. But dude, his paint work is always super, super dope. This is crazy right here, man. Even though, like at first glance, it doesn't look like a lot of work because there's a lot of white on there. But holy shit!
Yeah, he had to actually that piece was a totally different color, so he had to base coat it a couple times and then put the white on. A couple coats of white. It took a long time for him just to get that white on there all by itself.
I bet, man. And then you got like the striping up here, even the chrome trim on the mask. I mean, god damn.
Right.
This is just stupid good, man.
Kachina's a master at what he does.
Awesome, dude. Really, really cool. Kachina.
That's still available in his shop too. It's only $200, and it comes with the bike, the launcher, the box, and the Squatch.
You know what,
hell
dude?
of a deal.
It sure is, dude. And you know what's funny, man? And probably credit to you and everybody in the show for this statement. But looking at a show like this, it just makes you sit back and go, man, I wish I had like an extra G right now because I'd spend it all on this show and I would buy A, B, C, D, and E. The bad part of that is you probably fucking own half of them.
I only got one from this show, but I wanted so many.
I bet. Moving on. Good Lord, this guy right here. Holy shit. Midnight Monsters, New York City. I mean, what the
Even
fuck?
though I love everybody's entries in the show, this one was by far my favorite. This is just out of the. I fucking love Cobra Commander, so this one really hit a spot in me, and that face, the sculpt on the face, the fact that it squirts venom out of its mouth. It's just an unbelievable piece.
Unbelievable piece, dude. that look on the face right there, good Lord. And I think he did a couple different posts because he did this one.
Yeah.
Shit. But this one's even better.
Yeah, because it's green.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Dude.
So good. He's probably got one of those little, I'm guessing he's got like a little tube with one of like the old squirting flowers that you put on your shirt with a
Yes.
little.
Right.
Yeah, I hit him up. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, bro, I'm interested. How much? And then I read his post. It's not for sale.
Oh man, I was just gonna say how much is this thing being sold for? But dude, I mean, the face, Jesus Christ, dude, come on, that's
Insane.
insane, dude.
Insane.
Dude,
He would look so good next to my Destro if he wants to sell it to me. Midnight Monsters, you want to sell it to me?
That is wild, dude. That is crazy good, man. God damn. I mean, I don't even really know what to say about that one, dude. It's so damn cool.
There's no word.
If you're gonna do a Cobra Commander, I think that right there, that piece, if you're gonna do something Cobra Commander in vinyl, that should probably be the bar right there.
Yeah, he set it high.
Crazy, dude. That is I mean, it's just it's not only the face, dude, but the functionality of it. You know what I mean? Like it actually works like a working toy. The logos right here, the paintwork. I mean, the lines are crisp. That blue, the ETC, the little tiny letters that he did, which a lot of people did. It's so fucking cool, dude. Those eyes.
Yes. You can't even tell it has a Squatch head. He sculpted it so damn good. It looks like it should have that. In fact, it's a shame I can't get that head so I can get that made in vinyl.
Yeah,
And
right.
put that on the Squatch bodies.
Oh,
hey,
man.
That's an idea there, Midnight, if you're watching.
Yeah, dude. Ooh, that would be. I'd buy one. Straight up, dude. I'd buy one. God, that's cool. All right. Moving on, because I could really look at that dude for a long time. Copper Inks. Very cool, man.
She's from Finland. That's probably why we have Finland people watching today.
Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, Shotgun Karaoke from Finland as well. Dude.
Yeah.
Detail with that pizza.
Right? She sculpted the pizza, the nunchucks, the mask, the bandana, or not the the bandana, that's the mask, the arm pads, knee pads. She's a really good sculptor. She did my astronauty Squatch from outer space.
Yeah. And really good paint work on here too. The way how it, it's lighter in some areas, especially in the face.
Layering.
Yeah, very, very cool, man.
Kind of like Soko.
Yeah, exactly, man. Some really good detail in here in the like the fur area. Yeah.
Yeah, she nailed it. That one would look amazing next to Shredder.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that, dude. Yeah, no kidding, right? But with the mask, I mean, is that painted on there?
No, she sculpted it on there.
I was gonna say, dude, that looks way too like 3D.
I believe you can zoom in on that.
Yeah.
Can you touch your screen and zoom with your fingers?
Yeah, I'm on my PC.
Your PC doesn't have a touch screen?
Nah.
That's lame. You know what year we're living in?
Okay, let me back up, dude. I have a MacBook Pro that's being repaired right now, so I wouldn't be able to do that. I'm using my son's computer tonight, which is more of like a gaming computer. And fuck, man, I'm lucky I even got the fucking mouse to work tonight, to be honest with you. But dude, another great piece, dude. With the nunchucks, it's just, who doesn't like turtles? I mean, turtles. That's another massive franchise that
Oh yeah.
that Turtle show recently, that Sewer Showdown a few months back. That was a hit. There was all kinds of really cool shit in there. But yeah, Copper Inks from Finland, you said. Check out that. Yeah, really cool. Spacesquatch V2 TMNT Mikey sold. So there you go. Bam. I was going to say hit her up if you want to buy that, but that looks like it is sold. Very nice. Dude, Patrick Sparrow with the combo.
And he did the Clawful and the Battle Cat. And the Clawful's claws actually clamp.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they're interactive claws.
Are those claws from like an Origins figure or something? Or how did he make those?
I don't know where they came from, but they fit.
They sure do.
And he made the chest piece on Clawful out of leather.
Yeah, dude. When I saw that, I was like, oh, it looks like a football.
Yeah, it looks fucking amazing.
That is crazy good, dude. Talk about transforming it with the arms. Holy smokes. And then the battle.
These are only $150 each shipped from Canada. So that's like $120 each.
Dude, I was just gonna say, so yeah, that's like $120 each shipped from Canada.
And they're the big ones. They're 10.5 inches tall. So he didn't do the little ones.
Wow.
So if anybody wants those guys, that's a damn steal right there. If nobody gets them, I'll probably end up buying them.
Is this one here? Is this translucent and then with a little bit of green, or is that yellow base in there?
No, that's a green translucent that he painted over, and that was a red translucent that he painted over. So both of them, you can hold them up to the light, and the light will shine through them.
Oh, that's dope, man. And you know what, dude? That's why I was asking, because you kind of get that effect right here.
Mm-hmm.
And even through the Battle Cat helmet on there. Dude, Clawful. There's a He-Man figure you don't see referenced very much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not one of the more famous ones, but
yeah,
he was definitely a crowd favorite for the kids back in the day because of that claw on the fucking hand. Yeah, everybody loved the claw.
Yeah,
but he was kind of a dumb character, not like dumb stupid idea, but more of like he just didn't have much brains in his head. So he was just kind of like a dumb monster henchman.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, dude, he's kind of like the dumb henchman in the group. There was a few of them in that series, but yeah, I would agree, dude. He was definitely one of them. The Battle Cat is just freaking is awesome, dude. Another one where even the detail in the legs right here, the claws, of course. Damn, Patrick Sparrow, follow that account. He's got some awesome $150 a piece shipped from Canada. Like Tim said, that is a freaking steal.
Insane. The blanks are $100, so that's only $20 for that custom.
Yeah, dude, that's craziness. I mean, you figure the amount of time and effort put into something like that, dude. It's crazy. But just like Soko Cat was saying, sometimes it's about getting your stuff out there.
Exactly.
Regardless,
it's not about the money all the time.
Yeah, as the buyer, it's always phenomenal to come across a deal like that. That's a great one right there. Bam. Here's a little video from Patrick Sparrow. Awesome. Really cool work. Pikmin, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Look at this. Bam. That's awesome.
So Shredder and him can communicate.
That's so cool, dude. I mean, the amount of sculpt work that we got on this thing, dude. Pikmin, you freaking maniac, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was the first to pick, too. Like, before anybody else, he's like, I'm doing Krang. Okay.
Dude, that is an awesome. There was a little, I put this one on here, too, because he went through some process picks with Krang. Now he took the dude, and it's crazy, dude. He used the pink blank and just covered every inch of that thing, man. Wow.
Yeah, he really did an amazing job on that piece. I knew he would. you know.
Yeah, dude, his sculpt work is always freaking good. But this is, I mean, shit, dude. Well, it's I was just seeing if this was for sale. Oh, sold.
Mm, yeah, that one's sold. Yeah.
Not surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's sold to the guy who bought the shredder.
Yeah, right. Damn. And you know what, man? It's even though there wasn't a whole bunch of entries, and we've had 3 from Ninja Turtles now.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, after you go through the show, I'm not going to end the show and say, "Oh man, there was a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff," because they're all very individual. They're different characters, and they're all so damn good on their own.
Well, there's more Motu than there's Ninja Turtle. There's 4 Motus.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Especially with that Patrick Sparrow 2-pack that we just saw for sure.
Mhm.
By the way, I don't know why it says I'm not following anybody on my computer, but I assure you I'm following all of these artists. God, dude, that is good. The sculpt work. Pikmin, man. Pikmin's super cool guy too. Just got a new house and a new workstation, which is awesome. Congrats again on that, man. I had the pleasure of hanging out with him at Assembly Required earlier this year and actually met him at Assembly Required 23. Great dude. He's been around doing this for a long time, man.
Yeah, he's been around. In fact, I think I met him in my 2nd year of making toys, or maybe it was even like the end of my 1st year. I think it was the end of my 1st year is when he started making toys. So.
How about this, man? That piece marks the first piece in my new studio. For the 2nd time, ETC is a huge part of Pikmin's getting running. How about that, dude? Bam. That is awesome.
Hell yeah, brother. Ha. We did a decon together too for the Resin Empire one year. So we spent some time together one weekend.
Nice, dude. Yeah. Great dude, man. Super, super talented. Full-time toy maker, dude. You know, anybody who is doing this stuff full-time, I'm just like, wow, man, you're really doing it, dude. You're doing this shit full-time. I think there's tons of people who would love to be in that position. But
this is not easy.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. And that's the thing, dude. It's a grind, and it's got to be consistently. It's got to be
constantly have to come out with new shit that people want, and you got to come up with those ideas. I mean, you could come out with shit every week, but if nobody wants it, nobody's going to buy it.
Well, and that's what I was going to say, man. Isn't that part of it too, dude? It's like, even if you come out with one, I mean, everyone's not going to be a home run, right? But so you kind of got to have like a really short memory as far as, well, that one didn't hit. You got to move on to the fucking next one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Really cool, man. Pikmin's vinyls on this one. Again, phenomenal work. I'm not surprised that it sold right away. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Resin Blood. Eddie with the paint work on this one. I noticed this as I was loading these up, dude. The yellow toenails.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, though. $6 million man. I believe that's where that's from, the robot. Or yeah, it is a $6 million man.
Yeah.
Without a face. Yeah.
Oh, dude, the eyes are awesome on that.
Yeah. Yeah, this shit looks so evil.
It does.
I believe that's still for sale too, and it's only $120.
Oh wow! So this is still available at $120. You know what, dude? Check this out, man. When you hit it from this angle, there's something going on in this paint right here that you can't see in that first picture. This makes it look like really black. I see what he did with his camera right here. He focused, so it kind of distorts the background a little bit. That's why you can't see it. But as you kind of move through, you can see there's some really cool iridescent shit going on right here.
Yeah, he uses Vinyl Wonder too.
Yeah.
He may have used like the holographic new sparkle shit that they came out with on top of the black to make it pop more. Or he could have used a metallic black. I don't know. It's hard to tell with just the pictures.
Man, really cool.
Very cool. I love that one.
Dude, the eyes just, I mean, they do so much for the expression. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Really cool detail on the mask too, and on the chest plate. Again, this one's still available for $120. Resinblood.com. I believe there's a link in his Instagram
In his
profile.
bio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But looks really good, man. God, this detailed work down there. Holy crap. Really cool.
Yeah, very cool.
That was Rick Stroh. We went through that. I believe that's it, dude.
Let's take one more gander real quick.
Yeah, let me go through here.
Yeah.
And dude, these are all just incredible pieces. This was Rick Stroh right here. But I mean, if you lined all these up, dude, in a row, like at a gallery or something like that,
Yeah,
I think
that's the only thing I miss about this show that the last show had was there was the gallery where they were all lined up. I kind of still. Are you looking under a hashtag Spacesquatch or the Retroverse hashtag?
Hey, dude, I looked up about every hashtag that I saw people post because there was. And then what I did was I took all the names off of your poster and I went through them one by one to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. There was a couple people that I saw that were on the poster that did not post.
Yeah, there was 5 people that didn't make it in time, unfortunately.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I had Fat Dad's, Monsterfoot, T Flanagan, Gumon, and that was it. All I had. But the other ones I put check marks by them, and I think I got everybody. If anybody out there is watching and knows of something that I missed,
I don't think you did.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think that's all. And there should have been like 22 total, something like that. But yeah, cool.
What a show, dude. What a freaking show, man. I know you mentioned that there's going to be another one coming up, either with is it this figure or is you going to move on to your new guy?
It's going to be General Enos.
Nice.
That's the new one. Patrick Sparrow. That was actually on General Enos was on the first Spacesquatch card. He was like a background character that Patrick just added onto there, and I liked him so much that I got in touch with Spec Toys and had him sculpt a hard copy of him.
Nice.
So that's where he came from. And then we're gonna do a '90s show with Enos.
Oh shit! 90s show, dude. I'm gonna hit you up about that one and beg to do this over again. That's gonna be
awesome.
God damn.
So, but I had a little problem with the factory making the molds correctly. So it's going to be a little more time before Enos comes out, but it shouldn't be too much longer.
Yeah, sweet, man. Well, this one was an absolute ripper, dude. For the second time in a row, the Spacesquatch Universe show. Awesome work, dude. I think it really says a lot when people want to go the extra mile for whoever is showing or whoever's throwing the show. And you can tell that people definitely went the extra mile, not only for themselves, dude, but I think it's just out of pure respect for you and what you do and the types of shows that you throw and the ideas are, I mean, they're awesome, dude. There's so much extra work that went into these. It's phenomenal. Very, very cool, dude.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with everybody and how far they took their pieces and how much time they put into them.
I just noticed I've been running that the Hobo Toys banner for probably the last 30 minutes or so, but that's awesome, dude. Thanks for your time, Tim. Again, man, it's been 2 hours. We almost hit it exactly. We're going to do a couple giveaways and get some of these gift cards to Earth to Kentucky out. But thanks for your time, dude. It's always a pleasure to go over these shows with you. Again, congrats on this one, man. It was a fucking instant classic, in my opinion, dude. Super cool work.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
You got it, buddy. We will be talking. We'll be talking soon, my man.
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
You too. Living legend right there, man. straight up, I got no problem saying that. Tim is a freaking living legend in this community, and he has these shows are awesome, man. This is no bullshit. One of the dopest shows that I've seen in a long time, and I can't hate on any show that's out there. But as far as consistent dope pieces over and over and over and over again, every single one of these was a home run. Straight up, man. Congrats to everybody that was in the show, that turned something in, that was a part of it, that created something. Job well done. Straight up. We're going to give away 2 gift cards to Earth to Kentucky. Earth to Kentucky in northern Kentucky. Like I said, when we first opened the show tonight, take a look at some of that website. If you haven't been on there recently, we're going to give away 2 gift cards, $25 a piece. The store is physically opening up August 9th, which is Friday. So on the 8th, we're going to do a tour collection with Marketeer Mike, which is going to be freaking awesome. And then Dustin from E2K is going to hop in real quick and just let us know what's going on. There's a kaiju show opening up in conjunction with E2K reopening. So here we go. We got 2 $25 gift certificates. The way this is going to work, I will spin the wheel and call your number if you reply to the giveaway question this week. What I'll need from you is your email address. You will get the gift card digitally emailed to you from Dustin at E2K. So if you do win tonight, please shoot me your email address and I'll get that going for you. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to get the wheel up here. Bam, number picker. Here we go. How many did we get altogether? We got quite a few and some really good responses. It was an easy question. It was named something that you like in the Spacesquatch of the Retroverse show. And if you couldn't find something, it's quite possible you may be blind. I would think that even blind people found something dope in that show. Here we go. We got all the way up to number 28. How about that, dude? I actually thought there was more. You got a 2 in 28 chance of getting a gift card to E2K. Good luck to everybody. 1 through 28, $25 to E2K. Here we go. First one is, it was an early one. Look at that, dude. Number 1, I already know without even looking. It's Sir Collect-A-Lot. Awesome, dude. We don't have the number 1 slot on here. Does not win very often, but that's one. There you go. We're gonna remove that choice. The Space Cowboy is what he put on there for his his one that he liked the most. Another awesome piece. Here we go with another $25. Sir Collect-A-Lot, send me your email, please, when you get a chance. It's another low number. It's another low number. Number 11. Look at that. Ones are in the house tonight. Number 11 is worst villain ever. My man. There we go, dude. So we got Sir Collect-A-Lot on 1. That's 25. As my man Fletcher would say, that's $25 reduce. And that's going to be $25 to worst villain ever. Gentlemen, if you could please send me your email addresses, either to me directly or to the show page, that will be awesome. Dude, one last time, 10 minutes over tonight. We almost nailed it. Congrats again to not only Tim at ETC Toys, but everybody who participated in the show. Seriously, real talk, awesome show. Extra special thanks to my guests who showed up tonight. Rick Stroh, awesome work. Make sure you follow Rick Stroh and all he's got going on. Soko Cat, make sure you follow her and all she's got going on. Look for toys at Tenacious Toys. And then, of course, Hobo Toys. make sure that you click on his link on Instagram. Take a look at his store. There's some really cool pieces in there, and it's got a lot of stuff coming up. So thank you for tuning in tonight. If you're watching on the replay, what's going on next week? It's one of the very few times that I can truly say, I don't know. I don't know what's going on next week. Will there be a show? Probably. Did I plan to take a break? Probably. Did that, go right in the toilet every time I tried to do that? Like always? Probably. That's it. I'll see you guys. I'll do some posts, and we'll see what's going on for next week. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Again, congrats to everybody in that Spacesquatch show. It was freaking awesome. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. See you next week.